The Bar Kokhba revolt was a pivotal moment in Jewish history, marking a significant chapter in the long struggle for Jewish independence. It was a desperate struggle for freedom against the might of the Roman Empire, a superpower of the ancient world. To understand this revolt, we must first delve into the tumultuous relationship between Jews and Romans in the 1st century AD, a period marked by conflict and cultural clashes. Judea, the Jewish homeland, came under Roman rule in 63 BC, following the Roman conquest of the region. This began a long and uneasy period of Roman occupation, characterized by frequent uprisings and resistance from the Jewish population. While Rome generally tolerated local customs and religions, the Jews' monotheism and desire for autonomy often clashed with Roman authority, leading to numerous conflicts. Tensions simmered as Roman emperors, starting with Caligula, attempted to impose their divinity on the Jews, a move that was met with fierce resistance. This led to widespread unrest and resentment among the Jewish population, who saw these actions as an affront to their faith and identity. The situation worsened under later emperors who increased taxation and oppressed the Jewish people, further fueling the flames of rebellion. By the 2nd century AD, Jewish resentment towards Roman rule reached a boiling point, with many Jews ready to take up arms against their oppressors. The stage was set for a full-blown rebellion, a desperate attempt to break free from the yoke of Roman oppression and reclaim their independence. This rebellion would be led by a charismatic leader, Simon Bar Kokhba, and forever etch its mark in the annals of Jewish history, symbolizing the enduring spirit of resistance and hope. The Bar Kokhba revolt did not erupt out of thin air. It was a response to a series of events that had been building up over time. It was the culmination of years of simmering resentment and a series of Roman provocations that pushed the Jewish population to the brink. One of the main triggers was the decision by Emperor Hadrian to build a Roman colony, Aelia Capitolina, on the ruins of Jerusalem, a city sacred to the Jews. This act was seen as a direct assault on Jewish religious and national sentiments, an affront that could not be ignored. Jerusalem, the heart of Jewish faith, was to be desecrated by pagan temples, a move that deeply hurt the Jewish community. Additionally, Hadrian outlawed circumcision, a key Jewish practice, further inflaming the Jewish population and adding to their grievances. These decrees were a turning point, a clear indication that the Romans had no respect for Jewish traditions and beliefs. For many Jews, it was clear that peaceful coexistence with the Romans was impossible. The oppressive measures had gone too far. They yearned for freedom and were willing to fight for it, no matter the cost. The atmosphere was ripe for a leader to emerge and galvanize the people against their oppressors, setting the stage for a historic uprising. In this volatile climate, a figure emerged who would come to embody Jewish resistance, Simon Bar Kokhba. His name would be etched in history as a beacon of hope and defiance. His origins remain shrouded in mystery, but his charisma and military prowess were undeniable. Some say he was a descendant of King David, adding to his mystique and appeal. He quickly gained the support of the Jewish people, who saw him as their potential deliverer. His ability to inspire and unite was unparalleled. Bar Kokhba was a skilled military strategist. He organized and trained an army of Jewish rebels, preparing them for a protracted war against the mighty Roman legions. His tactics were innovative and his leadership was firm. He instilled in his followers a belief in their cause and a hope for victory. His speeches were filled with passion and conviction, motivating his troops to fight against overwhelming odds. Bar Kokhba's leadership went beyond the military realm. He established a shadow government and minted his own coins, signifying the establishment of an independent Jewish state. These coins became symbols of resistance and autonomy. For a brief period, Bar Kokhba's dream of a free Judea seemed within reach. He became a symbol of hope and defiance for his people, embodying their aspirations for freedom and self-determination. The Bar Kokhba revolt was a clash of civilizations, a desperate struggle for survival against overwhelming odds. The rebels, despite their fervor, were outnumbered and outmatched by the Roman war machine. Yet they fought with tenacity and cunning, employing guerrilla tactics to offset Roman military superiority. They utilized their knowledge of the Judean hills and employed surprise attacks, ambushes, and tunnels to disrupt Roman supply lines and inflict casualties. The Romans, initially caught off guard by the ferocity of the revolt, responded with brutal efficiency. Emperor Hadrian dispatched his best general, Julius Severus, and legions from across the empire to quell the rebellion. The Romans implemented a scorched earth policy, destroying villages and crops to starve the rebels into submission. They laid siege to fortified cities and strongholds, gradually wearing down the Jewish resistance. The tide of the war turned decisively in favor of the Romans. One by one, Jewish strongholds fell to the relentless Roman legions. The final stand of the Bar Kokhba revolt took place at the fortress of Betar, south of Jerusalem. Betar, under siege for over 3 years, became a symbol of Jewish resistance. However, in 135 AD, the Romans breached the fortress's defenses. The ensuing massacre was brutal, with thousands of Jews, including Bar Kokhba, meeting their end. With the fall of Betar, the Bar Kokhba revolt was effectively crushed. The Romans, victorious but shaken by the Jewish resistance, enacted harsh reprisals. Judea lay in ruins, its cities destroyed, its population decimated. The Jewish defeat had profound and tragic consequences for their future. The aftermath of the Bar Kokhba revolt was a dark period for the Jewish people. The Romans, determined to prevent future uprisings, unleashed a wave of persecution. Jerusalem was completely rebuilt as a pagan city, Aelia Capitolina. Jews were forbidden from entering the city except on the anniversary of the temple's destruction, a day of mourning. The Romans outlawed Jewish religious practices and study. Synagogues were destroyed and rabbis were executed. The Jewish community was scattered, with many fleeing to other parts of the Roman Empire. Despite the immense suffering and loss, the Jewish spirit remained unbroken. In the face of persecution, they clung to their faith and traditions. They established new communities and centers of learning, ensuring the survival of Judaism for generations to come. The Bar Kokhba revolt, though a military defeat, left an indelible mark on Jewish memory. Bar Kokhba, despite his ultimate failure, became a legendary figure, a symbol of courage and resistance against oppression. Stories of his exploits were passed down through generations, often embellished with time. Some even hailed him as the Messiah, a testament to the desperate hope he represented during his lifetime. The revolt continued to inspire later generations of Jews facing persecution. It served as a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, resistance was not futile. The memory of Bar Kokhba and his warriors fueled the Jewish spirit of resilience and their enduring hope for freedom. The Bar Kokhba revolt had a profound impact on the development of Jewish identity and religious practice. With the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 AD, Judaism had already begun to shift away from temple-based rituals. The Bar Kokhba revolt accelerated this transformation. With Jerusalem off-limits and Jewish life disrupted, rabbis emerged as the spiritual leaders. They focused on interpreting scriptures, developing legal codes, and establishing new forms of communal prayer. This shift led to the consolidation of Rabbinic Judaism, the form of Judaism practiced by most Jews today. The revolt also highlighted the importance of Jewish unity and self-reliance. It served as a stark reminder of the dangers of disunity and internal strife, especially when facing powerful external threats. These lessons would shape Jewish communal life and decision-making for centuries to come. The Bar Kokhba revolt, though a tragic chapter in Jewish history, stands as a testament to the human spirit's unwavering desire for freedom. It showcases the lengths to which a people will go to defend their faith, their land, and their very identity. The revolt may have ended in defeat, but it also sowed the seeds for the survival and resilience of the Jewish people. It highlighted their unwavering faith, their ability to adapt and rebuild, and their enduring hope for a brighter future. The Bar Kokhba revolt remains a poignant reminder of the human cost of oppression, the importance of fighting for justice, and the enduring power of hope, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Want more epic tales? Check out the channel for more information and hundreds of other history videos. Thank you for watching.